Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading for February 2021. Thanks for your patience. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. Show me energy for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. February 2021. February 2021 for Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Two more. All right, Scorpio, so starting this reading out, you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about communication, forward thinking, forward action. It is about taking risks, but risks that don't seem so risky because we've kind of planned them out. So new ventures, new experiences, but things have kind of, the ducks have been put in a row, let's say, okay? So I'm just gonna give you the overall energy and then we will clarify and get into things and see how deep we go, okay? Obstacle here, this is communication, reaching out, phone calls. This is also energy of travel as well. Sometimes air travel, sometimes just traveling, you know, down the road, you know, but there's intention behind it. Obstacle, you have the Knight of Swords. So this can talk about a person, air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but with that comes a lot of very straightforward communication, straightforward to the point energy. It's not really lollygagging. Sometimes this personality or energy of the person can be seen as a little bit more on the harsher side just because they're blunt, you know. Sometimes it can be somebody who's aggravated, but here it almost feels like, you know, this is somebody intentionally wanting to communicate here, get down to the bottom of something. It could be yourself or it could be another person that you're dealing with. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles here at the root of this reading, base of the reading. So this is all about putting in your effort, being very diligent towards a situation. It's something that you are effectively putting in motion here. You know, 8-8. This energy is very much about pretty much nose to the grindstone type of dedication to whatever it is that you're trying to put out there, okay? This could be where you've been at, where you've just, this may be on your mind or your feelings. This may also be like where you've just, what you've been up to. But either way, or a person that you're dealing with, either way though, the energy is one where we are doing what we can to make our lives better by putting in a lot of work. Recent past, you have the Two of Pentacles. This can talk about having a few opportunities in regard to finances. It can talk about receiving information to an additional job, or if you're between, you know, I have this one job and I'm looking for this job, this may be news in regard to getting it, and it's going to require a fair amount of work, added work, but that's not bad. You get 8, you get 2, what is that, 10 of Pentacles, so it leads to a fair amount of stability, foundation. It's like you're building things up. One thing about Scorpio is you guys are great with money, and it's not just, you know, a general, well, it is a generalization, but you guys are pretty damn good with money. You have that direction down, you know, when you have your eye on the prize, you really just kind of zero in and go for it, and I think that that sets you apart from a lot of people in general. It's almost like you guys are kind of machines. Sexy machines. So anyways, present energy, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This energy is one of feeling very, very potent, powerful, very alluring type energy. This is somebody who is, they have connections to the psychic realm, they have connections to the occult. Some of you may be doing a lot of study or a side project in regard to the occult, which I totally suggest you do, just because the more in tune you are with that kind of energy, the better experiences you have in life. That's my own opinion, of course, but you know, other than that, it could really just stand for a very attractive and alluring person, somebody that you want to get to know. If this is your energy, it's coming from a place of where you're feeling vital in your life, where you're feeling on track with your life. It makes sense with this Eight of Wands, though, too, to move forward in whatever direction that you're pursuing. This is a lot of creativity, again, a lot of dedication, and very forward thinking. This person is not, they don't, they wouldn't ask anybody to do anything that they wouldn't do themselves. They're willing to roll up their sleeves, per se, and get into the you know, mud and muck of it all, for the greater good, you know. And so very, very passionate energy as well. This is somebody who's more along the lines of like, it's a seductive energy. It's somebody sexy. It's wine and chocolate, you know. It's kind of that energy. Bubble baths, wine, chocolate. I don't know, little nibble behind the ear. It's kind of nice energy. So we're going to leave that there. Coming forward here, we have in the future energy, the Hangman. So decision that's needing to, a time for decision that's needing you to take a pause in regard to what it is that you're venturing into. Could be work, could be a personal entrepreneurial pursuit. I know the Queen of Pentacles is more so regarding entrepreneurial energy, but this is also, it lends to, like fortified personal pursuits, especially artistic, anything like that. Sometimes speaking roles, writers, you know, stuff of that nature, working very diligently. Some of you have, I see also the Two of Pentacles as a, it's a card that when you're trying to like build a business, sometimes you have to utilize and call upon your not your traits, your talents, you know, hobbies, things of that nature. So sometimes we can create a business out of a hobby because it's really something that we have a lot of passion behind, that we enjoy, and so we're setting the wheels in motion. For some of you, I would say if you need to dip into your savings to make that go, I would say don't hesitate to do it, because you have a lot of forward movement here. There is a slowing down that we will clarify, but let's continue on. So your energy, Scorpio, you have the Ace of Wands coming through. So I like this just because a lot of this reading is about forward movement. It's about getting out of your own way so you can create something in your life. I really like this. It's a very impassioned energy that I'm picking up on. What's coming towards you? You have the Two of Swords. So this could talk about energy that is disconnected from another person. This can also talk about distance between you and your goal, whether that be time or physical. Oftentimes it can be, well, it can be either. It's just basically affecting your mind. You know, this can also talk about people who are disconnected, who are no longer speaking. There can be a stalemate within the energy between them, you know. So these are general readings. You're going to have to figure out which side is, you know, activating your stuff, which side's resonating. For hopes and fears, you have the Judgment card here. So with the Judgment card, you know, again, it's this, it happens after this Hangman. There's that reflective time to pause, you know, take in everything that you're doing. Am I, you know, making sure that all of my, you know, T's are crossed and my I's are dotted? Am I making sure that everything is, steadily in motion here with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles? You know, do I have enough to fortify this? And some of you, I feel like you are just literally saving. Okay, so that's saving. Oh my God. Sometimes the things I hear. Yeah, so saving money, okay, so saving energy. Okay, saving energy. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Outcome, Ace of Cups. Excelente. But either way, the judgment card really requires you to make a judgment call. It requires you to really step into your power and choose for your best interest. If you are a parent, then it is also your best interest and the best interest of your children. If you're taking care of anybody, it's for you and that person, you know, or that sometimes that person as well. I feel like some of you are like caretaking right now, like save your energy, save your energy. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm not going to go too deep into it, okay? Let's go ahead and see what's on the bottom of this deck. So the Knight of Pentacles, a very long and intentional journey towards your direction. Can also talk about a person. You have two people here. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which generally he can be seen as the slowest moving knight in the deck. And there's reason for that, and we'll get a little bit more into why or what reasons this knight might have, but oftentimes that is going to correlate with energy of dedication. So this person is often very driven, very focused on what they want to experience, what they want to live, what they want in their life, which tie in a job. And this can also talk about new job promotions as well, being I'm sorry, my friend's walking on the ceiling or the floor. You never know in this house. So with the Queen of Wands, this energy, there could be some relationship type energy, or I could see this as you really being very diligent and dutiful in how you are putting your energy into your potentials here so you can move them along. But I will say, it borders on both, and I feel like it's more relationship energetic just because we have this Knight of Swords here. So let's go ahead and clarify. Where's my cards? All right, Scorpio. I hope you guys are doing okay. I've been kind of, well, I haven't been here. I've been, some of you know, I think a few of you know, I wrote about it a while ago. I have a rib that is out and I have cervical impingement going on, and so shuffling has been a pain in the ass. That's why I'm kind of doing this, you know, I'm cheating here. Not really, but I'm trying to minimize shuffling. All right, so let's go ahead. Check it out. Show me the 8 of Wands here for Scorpio, please. Show me the 8 of Wands for Scorpio, February 2021. What's going on? What is this new direction for Scorpio? So you have the Knight of Pentacles then. Again, bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. So this, if we're dealing with a person, this is somebody who is wanting to be more so dedicated to a situation. I don't want to give false hope. I don't like that. That's another reason why I've been hesitant in how I deliver messages now, just because there's so many millions of tarot readers that are like, yes, your Prince Charming's coming back. Yes, and you guys know me. I'm not fluffy like that anyhow. I don't give a shit. I care about you. I want you to have good, healthy, strong relationships in your lives. I'm not interested in carrying on a almost like prescribed narrative. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles here, Knight of Pentacles, now if you are dealing with a job situation, this is really good just because it's talking about you're steady in it, things are moving along, you may get a promotion. There's a lot of positivity in regard to that energy for you, Scorpio. I like it a lot, okay? Knight of Pentacles twice, Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, you know, and I'm not seeing this as like, oh, I'm off balance. You may have been in the past, but either way, you're rectifying that here with how much you're working towards your goal, you know. This doesn't just have to be, I'm working to be with somebody, you know, this can literally, this is, I'm working in my life so I can make changes and do things and also perfect my craft, like really dig into your education if that's what's going on as well. This is all about education here. So some of you may be needing to learn more. Some of you may need to venture out into a broader spectrum of what you're doing so that you can have a better, well-rounded energy and knowledge base about it. Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles there. Show me the Knight of Swords. What is this energy? So you have two cards. You have the Tower and the 7 of Pentacles here. Ooh, I intentionally try to put all of the cards upright, this is coming out in reverse, which is interesting. So we're going to take that message for what it is. The Tower and the Seven of Pentacles, whatever communication this Knight brings, this Knight of Swords, it may come quick, it may come out of the blue, but it's going to really require you to make a lot of decisions based on actual experience versus your feelings. Okay, and while this may represent energy in regard to very upcoming quick communication, something sooner than later, I also want you to say that it's really important for you to utilize the energy of this Knight of Swords in regard to how you process the information that you receive. It's almost what I'm feeling is like the Queen of Swords, like being very, very decisive in how you look at things. We're not really looking through rose-colored glasses anymore. We're not obsessing about things that a person has either done or, you know, left us or whatever. You know, there's an aspect of like viewing this within your own power and knowing that your power can say no if you choose to. Everybody can choose, everybody has choice, okay? Either way, this is going to require you to assess the situation from a place of reality, from a place of honesty within yourself, okay? If we have a Two of Cups in reverse situation, it's likely that a partnership has either come to a dissolve or there's been a separation. There's been an aspect here where, you know, there may have been love once, but it's not in the same direction as it was. If this is in regard to jobs, this is really feeling like you're just not enticed by your job anymore. You're not involved in it, or you're on autopilot. Basically what I'm picking up is like if you're not dealing with relationships, if you're more like in regard to money, some of you in job capacities, this is talking about like you're just no longer in love with your job. You'd rather do something else, you know? So there is that energy there. Show me the Eight of Pentacles here for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right. All right, so you have the Queen of Swords coming out in reverse here with the the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio, if you have kids, I feel like you are doing what you can to do everything for them, okay? You're kind of putting yourself behind. Okay, so maybe that's where the savior energy is coming from. Could be that, could be a caregiver, it could be, you know, whatever, but savior energy. The Queen of Swords in reverse here can be somebody who, you know, they're having a difficult time, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. They're having a difficult time releasing some of the past energy that may have been between you and this person. So it's like kind of, I don't want to say holding grudges, but it's definitely holding on to a lot of the uncomfortable things that you've gone through during this time that you've been apart. It's also recognizing a lot of the things that you need to process because clearly we're not letting them go yet. It's like we're harboring and holding this energy kind of hostage within ourselves. So be conscious of that. You know, if you need to take another step back, let it go. If you need to take a few days or a couple of weeks, let it go and just give yourself that time. You don't have to immediately respond just because it does feel like this energy comes completely out of the blue. It surprises you, it's uncomfortable, and it's unsettling. Now, for some of you as well, I feel like in response to that and almost like a knee-jerk reaction, it gives you a sense of creative burst or boost. There's some sort of like aspect of it's an outlet. Utilize this as an outlet, you know, as far as creativity goes, as far as artistic endeavors, as far as writing your book or whatever it is. Please, it's like funnel and focus your frustration into this direction. Utilize that as a gift, you know, and take your time in response, but really before you respond, make sure that you are 100% in alignment with how you feel, okay? We're not romanticizing, you know, and if you're ruminating, you know, however you do it, just, you hear what I'm saying, okay? Yeah, there may be some time for you in regard to how you process this, Scorpio, but there is a new beginning here. Now, by the looks of this, it doesn't feel like that new beginning is with this person. If you want it to be, then great, you know, that's totally fine. But it feels like you've got a lot going on here in your own right, in your own world. So I don't know if this introduction of this energy in your life is going to be something that like kind of breaks you apart, sets you down, slows you down. This might be why the Hangman is here. It's really calling for a pause so we can assess and assimilate all of these things and feelings. Okay. Also, in regard to that, with this Four of Wands, how does it affect your foundation of your? How does it affect the foundation of yourself? Okay, does it feel like it throws you off kilter? Does even thinking about connecting to this person throw you off kilter, give you the jitters, make you upset? If that's what's going on, then that's even more reason to stay away and process this energy. You know, we want to come out as this energy, the Queen of Swords, so we're able to actually be open-minded, but at the same time very discerning in regard to how we are approached, what this person communicates. You know, this is a very healthy energy to be in. It expresses itself fully. It's able to express like concise information of, no, I felt really awful, or maybe you did this, and you know, and this really left me in a certain way. And it's just, you've had enough time to process it, so now that you're no longer in your emotions about it. It's a healthier response. In this direction, it's still needing to process. It's holding grudges. It's being upset. It's not seeing any point in the future, you know, stuff of that nature. But there's good reason for you not to. So still be cautious. Either way, that energy does feel like it gives you a boost of energy, though, like a newfound sense of creativity or something to put your frustrations into. And if that's not the case, then I would highly suggest that you maybe direct that energy elsewhere. Or put it into your home, decorate your home. You know, some aspect of this needs to be creative. Show me the Two of Pentacles here for Scorpio, please. Hi, Marcel. Hi, Marcel. You guys should see him. I wish I could catch him when he does it. He walks on his two hind legs. It's adorable. So you have the Eight of Swords here coming out for this Two of Pentacles. So if you are dealing with your own like job, entrepreneurial pursuits, trying to, you know, move towards something, trying to move something along, if you've already started it, you know, this energy is talking about a need for revision as well. I'm not just seeing this as one message. I have to go on the messages that I see throughout the reading. So if that's something that you're dealing with, then one of the root issues of the problem, or a concern that you may want to take into consideration, is that if you're dealing with like some sort of entrepreneurial position, it almost is like the devil's in the details, but then the details become the devil. It's like obsessing, being too anal about things. Be careful about that, just because you're learning along the way, but don't go all anal on it. Like seriously, like try and allow things to flow, try to allow things to breathe. I almost feel like some of you, this communication affects you in a way where it might put like a momentary stopper or dampen your progress in other areas of your life. Be careful about that, just because it's, well, be honest about it, because it tells you how deeply affected you are actually by the person, by the situation, by the experience. And it tells you that you have a lot to move forward, a lot to process, a lot to let go of. So invite that energy if it is something that you feel is necessary. If you feel that that is nudging you in that direction, then, you know, go for it. Okay. Show me the Queen of Wands for Scorpio. So you have Strength, Leo energy, okay? This energy is, wow, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with an Aries, could be dealing with a Leo. This, I feel, also is just your own energy coming through here. You know, with the Strength card and the Queen of Wands, I almost feel like it's kind of a more on the nurturing side of things, on the more caring aspect. It kind of reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles energy, Scorpio. You have a lot of Pentacles here. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. The Strength card is telling us to take a moment, slow it down, have patience, observe your own actions. It's interesting because you have the Queen of Wands with a lot of Pentacles cards. It's almost as if there's a call for establishing even more stability in your foundation on multiple levels, but also in tandem with that, we have the Queen of Wands, who is very free, who's very flowing, who's very excited to get involved with things. She lives and loves her life. And, you know, if you're not at that position in your life right now, then I ask you and encourage you to definitely work on things that would put you in that position. It's a very healthy energy to be in. But it almost feels like kind of like a back and forth, like, I want to go 1,000,000 miles an hour. And then it's like, pull back a little bit because we need to stay grounded, okay? Also, in regard to financial matters, this feels like this puts you, yeah, it puts you on the trajectory of working very well. And if it's a job thing, it feels like you start to work very well, or you continue to work very well with your fellow mates, your cohorts, whatever they are, coworkers. And it leads you to a new sense of power, a new sense of self. There's a lot of direction here with the Emperor. This is somebody who strategizes situations. They are somebody who is very intent on what they want. It's almost, it's almost like this started out as this, like this Knight of Pentacles almost like graduated into the Emperor. It's somebody that sees the process and is okay with experiencing the longevity of it because they know the outcome pays off so much more. It's worth it. Okay. This is also just asking, having patience within yourself, okay? Because it feels like there's a lot of consideration here. Show me the Hangman for Scorpio, please. Okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles. So, okay, so now I'm going to say that this is likely energy of a person. Okay, and also I will say job stuff. It may be revising something from your past, some sort of, okay, so I'm hearing child toys. Okay, I don't know what you guys do, but this is more like for a creator or somebody like who's very artistic with their hands, like or building things. I don't know what the hell I'm seeing right now. So it's like children's toys or things that deal with children. I don't know if you're selling this stuff online on Amazon, children's stuff, children. Okay, that's for some of you. It's going to lead you to a lot of hard work, but also it leads you to abundance. For some of you, this is also some energy from the past, a person from the past. This is somebody who could be working on bettering themselves in their life. Maybe they've taken a pause from you. Okay, but this is also in your future energy. So if you're taking a pause, it may also be in regard to somebody from your past who may want to rectify things with you, who may want to connect and make things better, or at least work harder on the connection. And I feel like you're kind of like needing to observe this energy with the Hangman here, what's at the bottom of the deck. So the Star. So this is about healing. Okay, so in regard to that then, you don't always have to take a person back. Sometimes the connection and communication that comes from this can be one of healing. It can be one of somebody learning lessons here. The Pentacles are not just about money. They're about foundations in yourself, stability within yourself. Sometimes people can act very immaturely and it doesn't really sit well with you because it's like, well, what the fuck was that? I thought I was like in love with an adult, but the behavior that I'm experiencing, I might as well be fucking putting you in Pampers. Like, what's the issue? So sometimes this can talk to me about like, people growing, people putting in the effort to really change their lives, and if you've kept on top of, or if you've watched them, or if you are still in contact with them, you'll know that progression, but it's not always guaranteed, okay? And as a tarot reader reading for thousands of people, it can be difficult for me to say, well, that's what this means. I've done it a few times, and sometimes I don't like doing that because it's too concrete. And I know that a lot of people can be very impressionable on in YouTube land. I think that's why it's so easy for tarot readers to rape and pillage. Honestly, they prey upon your emotions, they prey upon your sadness, they prey upon a lot of uncomfortable energies that you're experiencing, and then they try to perpetuate it. I'm not trying to perpetuate it with this energy. What I'm asking you to do is really observe the connection, observe what you've experienced, take time to process it, and if separating from it to do what you need to do and take care of yourself, that may lead to healing. That may lead to all of the healing that you need. And it also may help this person heal as well. Sometimes rejection is one of our best teachers, And it's not because, oh, they rejected me, now I'm going to reject them. Especially if somebody's done the work, especially if somebody has, decided to look at themselves and kind of you know, really take stock here. Maybe they've realized that they have childhood issues, or maybe that, you know, whatever it may be. Sometimes people are able to change, you know, and they see things through a different perspective. They get to look at themselves deeper, and sometimes that's all that the connection was about. This could be closure, it could be clarity, it could also be somebody wanting to create more and stabilize the situation. And that is up to you, whichever decision you want to go in, whichever decision you want to make, okay? Either way, you are guided to each other for particular reasons, for growth, for health, for breaking apart old, you know, karmic energy. But also, don't forget that this energy is also asking you to please be mindful in what you want, the direction that you're going in, which path is for you, you know. It's not, you're not a sacrificial lamb. You don't have to bend over backwards, you know, to be with somebody. Like, it's not that. It's not about that, you know. Okay. Show me the Ace of Wands here for Scorpio, please. So this Emperor and the Three of Pentacles really want to come out here. Now, for those of you who are utilizing your creative opportunities, and really, I'll get to that in a second, really, you know, moving forward in your own careers, I feel very positively for you. I feel there's a lot of creativity, a lot of forward direction, a lot of movement. There's a lot of working together with your, if you are a boss, if you are working with others and others are beneath you, they are not subordinates. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing. They're not subordinates. They are your, it's almost either your family, okay? And they don't have to be like your family blood relation, but treat them as your family. Treat them as your energy. Treat them as people who you care about. That will serve you very, very well in the long run, especially when times get kind of tough, sticky. For some of you, this is passionate connections. This is wanting sex with the Ace of Wands, but also I really want you to kind of curb that energy if you've been in this, you know, and if that is the feeling that you immediately go to, like I want to bang, then maybe it's more about a karmic connection. Lustful connections, lusty connections. I hate saying lustful. I sound like a fucking Puritan. I'm not, trust me. But connections based upon sexual desire, while they may be passionate, that type of energy cannot glue things together. It's not something that's going to hold down the fort. Okay, so you need true cohesion with a person. You need to be on the same page with the person. They need to be available to you as you to them. Like it's a reciprocal energy here, you know. So if you're DTF, be careful, okay? But here I feel like this is very positive for you and your business ventures, most definitely. Now, in regard to love, you have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have the Ace of Cups over here. Again, you know, piggybacking off of that Star card, the oh my God, I almost said the Death Star. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is energy that is basically, it can mean an extension of love. It can mean I want to date you. It can mean we have this energy together and I really want to explore this. Can we please try it, you know? And it's lovely when it's like that, you know, and that may be part of what's going on here. You may choose to reconcile here, you know. I'll pull one card for this girl eventually. I will. I'm going to put her over here so I don't forget. But with the Ace of Cups, you guys, it's almost as if like you have the opportunity for two people to heal. You have the opportunity for two people to make amends, for two people to at least see eye to eye for one moment and part, you know, on good terms. That is also coming through here, okay? So let's go ahead and continue. Let's do her now. Show me the Queen of Swords in reverse here for Scorpio, please. So we have the King of Cups in reverse here with the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio male, or just somebody who is very almost emotionally detached, or they're able to like emotionally manipulate you, they can be somebody who is cold and distant, but it's like you're sitting next to them on the couch, but they seem like they're in Antarctica. You know, with the King of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who is not open with their feelings. They can be very harsh about how they treat your emotions. They can be very roller coaster type energy, and they can kind of go into places inside of you that are not the easiest to get out of. It's sad. It's frustrating. The energy that it leaves me in is somebody who's like willing to abuse you, essentially, emotionally, through distance, through silence, however it is. I feel like there's an abusive aspect here to this King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there is good reason for this Queen to be very much on guard in regard to this person. You know, and the cups could also be representing the suit that this masculine energy is coming through. Either way, the Two of Wands is at the bottom of the deck for that. So it's basically telling me that you have two options. You can venture back to this, or the world is your oyster. You can move in a different direction altogether. Which direction are you more passionate about? Which direction do you need to go in? What's better for you? What's better for your family? What's better in general? You know? Show me the Two of Swords here for Scorpio, please. You have that Four of Wands and the Eight of Cups here. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. So you have options here, Scorpio. Two of Pentacles here. I feel this is more in regard to the person versus a thing now. This is something that would basically affect your life at home, your family life. If you have children, this may affect them as well. The energy here is more about stability in your energy. What is detracting from you? What is taking away from your vitality and your foundation by being in contact with this person or reconnecting with this person? Okay. The Two of Swords, again, it can talk about a distance or an intentional distance between us. Sometimes it's a blockage, you know, we just block the other person. Either way, it feels like the home and your personal life is more important here. The home can stand for personal life, internal life, where you're at within yourself, you know, and what's coming towards you. Well, this seems much better it seems more resonant to me than, you know, sticking in something. So I prefer walking away from stuff like this, and you guys already know that, but, you know, that's entirely your decision. And I feel just as much here as that Two of Wands was at the bottom of the deck for the King of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, you have two options, two directions, you know. What do you want to actually put your effort into? This is about, you know, you have all these Wands cards, but you also have like the Pentacle cards. So it's like, what are you trying to cultivate? What are you trying to get out of this situation, right? What are you trying to get out of a situation that it feels would be better stepped away from, right? So Judgment here. Judgment. Show me Judgment. Ten of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. So likely somebody that you've been in a long-standing connection with, but this could also talk about, once you release this, it could talk about you basically putting yourself first. You have that Eight of Pentacles. You go from the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, then you have that Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. It's just Pentacles. This is all about financial stability. It's about internal stability. It's about your work, things that are concrete in your life, or at least need to be focused on through that lens. This is the concrete aspects of my life, and I must tend to this, okay? So you have, I saw it flip over as Temperance, and it flipped in reverse. I listened to that when that comes through. The judgment on this energy here, Scorpio, is more so one of what it brings you is a sense of out of balance energy, okay? So that Two of Pentacles does affect this, okay? It's out of balance, you know, seeking balance, out of balance. What kind of balance can come from this connection? Let me. Show me the Temperance card here in reverse for Scorpio, please. Yeah, okay. Okay. So you have the Eight of Wands coming out in reverse here for this, Scorpio. So it's likely that the connection, even if you do communicate with this person or they communicate with you, the connection is closed off. It's slow, or it's not slow. It's disconnected. Okay, okay. Yes, disconnected. I'm like seeing the old phones from back when I was a kid. Fucking pull the plug. Under here you have the Chariot card. So basically this is telling me that you need to focus directly on your desires, on your passions, on the things that you want to fulfill in your life. It's really putting you first, that's what's important to you first. And I want to say here with this Chariot card, this is all about balance here. You see the Sphinx? These two Sphinx? They are black, they are white, they are in opposition to each other. Oftentimes this is going to talk about balance within your life. Does the situation provide balance? Are you already in a balanced place and the situation throws you off of balance? Which direction are you going in your life? You can also talk about cars as well. I'm not seeing that though. I'm seeing this more as a directive to really step into your own personal power, to be somebody that trusts yourself, trusts your intuition, and trusts the process that actually puts you on. With the Chariot here, it also feels as if you really need to prioritize your own personal pursuits, you know. At this time too, I want to say, Scorpio, with the what are they called? The moon and things happening, Saturn. I'm just now starting to step into astrology, and it's fascinating. And what I was learning the other day was that the Saturn square that's happening, I believe on February 17th, it's likely going to be bringing up issues with your career. So if this is a time for you to really like try to figure out something on your own, then consider that, just because it feels like it's supported, especially if you're kind of in this like nebulous job situation where you're not really enjoying it, you know. In regard to other people through that whole planetary placement, that transit, it's also dealing with issues with people, with communication issues with people. So there may be a lot of, you guys are a fixed sign. This is difficult for fixed signs right now, is what I'm learning. You know, and communication styles may also be affected by that, hence this Knight of Swords here. So, you know, it may be like very quick, very blunt, very annoyed kind of energy that you're coming from with people or at people. And just in your day-to-day life, like the family and your friends and people that you're in connections with, mind how you communicate with them, because it feels like there's going to be a lot of heavy energy kind of zeroing in on you, and it's almost as if like the cabin is becoming pressurized, like there's some pressure on you. So be conscious of that as well. Try to stay focused in the things that you're doing. And they will pan out essentially, but like, you know, what is it? Mercury goes direct on February 20th. That's my birthday. Yeah, it goes direct on February 20th. And so basically with that energy, things will start to calm down. But remember that even with Mercury going direct, there's still going to be like some of that lingering energy around it before and after the 20th. So just kind of be conscious about that, just because we have, you know, energy connections to these planets, okay? Ace of Pentacles here. I'm sorry, Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups for Scorpio. So you have the Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles coming out again, okay? So some of you, literally judgment slapping itself out, utilize your judgment. Some of you, this is literally a call to just continue keeping quiet from this person, keeping that silence going. If it is coming from a place of healing, I feel it is. It's good to have that separation for both parties to process, you know. What I'm feeling is a necessity to, I don't know, unenmeshment. Like, how do you unenmesh? I feel like there's an enmeshment here within energies between you and this person, and some sort of like communication aspect has been disconnected for long enough where it's like you need to have clarity, just because things are you know, they need to be cohesive at this point. That doesn't mean that you have to fall in love with them or do what they say. It's just there's some sort of clearing the slate that needs to happen, Scorpio. And sometimes we need to get over our pride and just do it. Just make the call, communicate here. Because sometimes people also get very prideful. They're like, well, apologizing is a sign of weakness. I'm not saying sorry. I'm not saying sorry, and they do. If you're noticing, until they do. Like, if you're noticing that you're dealing with something where a person is just completely fucked you over out of your life and like they don't give a shit, but it's still affecting you, write it down. Write it down in a letter to yourself. Write it through a message. You know, you can send it to them or you don't have to, but either way, it's getting it out. It's expressing it. For some of you, that clarity will only come through communication. And if they are affecting your life in so many different ways, then you really need to pull that back, because you know, you need yourself back now. You have other things to do. You have other directions to go in. And I feel like there's this kind of stagnancy that this is continuing to put you in. So be that Queen of Wands. Move forward. Go in a new direction. Trust yourself. Show me the King of Cups. Insecurity. Someone is unsure of themselves. Sure. I could see that. I could see that for sure. It doesn't mean that you get to treat people like shit. All right, show me advice here for Scorpio, please. Lenormand, show me advice for Scorpio. Okay. That says it all, you guys. That literally says it all. Oop. All right, so the snake. We will read the snake. The man literally represents a man in your life, okay? Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. All right, I'm gonna put him here too. Now we will read the snake. Also, I wanna say this card represents the Queen of, you know, Queen of Wands here. All right, so let's go ahead and see Snaky. Watch out for me, because I am always hiding. You can never trust or believe me. I am cheating, deceiving, and will betray you in a heartbeat. Be careful where you are treading. My fangs will surely have you dreading. The game of hope makes it clear to stay safe from the bite of this dangerous snake. Be afraid, very afraid, as betrayal may very well be in the cards where this card lies. Watch out for a superficial person, one who is prone to be malicious, particularly when combined with the dog card. The dog's not out. Quite literally a bitchy best friend, meaning you blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you can read that if you like, okay? I'm not going to go there. But you get the gist. Scorpio, stay away from this person, it feels. Tend to yourself. You know, and for some of you, if you really want to go into this, it doesn't mean that you can't engage in it again. It doesn't mean that you can't date this person again. But if you choose to, just be conscious of their behavior. Not everybody grows. Not everybody. Some people still remain very childish, okay? So just be conscious of that. Yeah, I'm going to leave this reading here. I really hope that this is helpful to you guys. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you want to donate. That's great. I'm not taking any personal readings right now. My shoulder is too fucked up and my neck is really uncomfortable. It's just, that's why I'm not doing all the shuffling. It's very uncomfortable. So, yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope this is helpful, and I will talk to you at some point later. Take care. Bye, Scorpio.